Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show with our host, Bill Shelton. Join us each week as we explore the courses, the people, and the events that shape our great game.
Welcome to the Michigan Golfer. This is the second in a three-part series on famed golf course architect Robert Trent Jones. In this exclusive, never-seen-before interview filmed in 1987 at the Treetops course grand opening at the Sylvan Resort in Gaylord, Michigan, Mr. Jones shares his golf course philosophy, a little bit about his friendship with Dr. Alister MacKenzie and Bobby Jones. He also talks about his legacy of making water hazards the ultimate penalty in golf. Finally, he candidly voices his opinion about golf professionals as course designers. Interviewing Mr. Jones are Jack Berry, Terry Moore, and Rick Smith. Let's watch.
Who has influenced you as an architect?
Well, I think two or three people: Donald Ross, Dr. MacKenzie. I played golf with Dr. MacKenzie at that period, and Tillinghast. I think probably those are the three people that But more than anyone else, I felt that all those people took the elements of their success from the linksland, the flow of the dunes and the linksland, and that's where I felt I copied more the influence of the linksland, because in that area you can get more variety and more natural golf holes. Mm-hmm. Like we built the course of Ballybunion, I must have had 75 natural golf holes to pick from on the golf course, and it's the flow that nature puts into the pockets it makes, and the flow from the wind and the sand moving that creates what are great green sites.
You talked about, earlier you talked about the foreground and how a green sits, and foreground and the background. What is the artistry of building a golf hole?
Well, it's the our artistry of art itself. What makes a good painting? Composition. I mean, the balance. You take, when I look and sketch a golf green, if I'm going to have a trap over here, how do I balance it off? With a trap on the other side, or a mound, and the contours in the background. That's the greatest thing that has helped me. At Cornell, I took art to sketch green sites, and the green sites I give to my staff, and they can stake it out, and then they can start shaping it. They know what they're doing, because they've got a mental picture.
Old golf courses didn't have much water. New golf courses do. Why is that?
Well, I think probably I'm responsible to some extent. I came to the conclusion that the trap shot had become ineffective because they knocked it so close to move down one putt. And I felt that therefore they should have water, which was the ultimate penalty. And I remember when I built the Atlanta Athletic Club, Bob Jones, I'd done this course at Peachtree with Bobby Jones, and he says, "Trent, you know, a little water is all right, but too much is not good." And he says it's like an automobile accident compared to an airplane accident. He said, in an automobile accident you might survive, but in an airplane accident you don't survive. So we had four water holes, a short hole, a drive and a pitch hole, and a par 5. And so I really think that I had more influence on the use of water because it was the ultimate penalty.
The average golfer in the United States, I think, averages 100 for 18. And you're known for your championship test of golf. Do you account for the average golfer in your designing? And how do you do that?
Well, I've done more for the average golfer because I worry about the average golfer. And how we do it is this. We take we got 4 sets of tees, so he hits the ball 180 yards. Well, in that area, we make the fairways wider. And then if it's a long hole and he has to hit a second shot before he hits his third shot to green, we do the same thing in his secondary area. Then he pitches on the green and takes 2 putts, and he'll get his 5. I feel that the average golfer should have a chance to make a bogey. And if he's lucky, he makes 1 putt, he makes par. So conversely, for the good player, his area, 250 yards plus, we tighten it up. and he's got to make a great shot, or he's in a trap or a creek or something. And if he at the green, if we have a green design with tight pin positions and easy pin positions, we'll put it in the tight position, and he misses that, he takes a 5. So we adjust it that way.
We'll be back with our exclusive interview with Robert Trent Jones in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Legends beckon me to follow in their steps through historic stands of towering pines, among shimmering banks of heather. Visit www.michigan.org for information about Michigan golf packages and courses. Legends beckon me to play forever, and I follow them to Michigan.
Nowadays, it seems a number of professional golfers are also in the golf course design business. What's your opinion of that, and how has that affected golf course architecture?
Well, you know, this has been going on for a long time. I have a manuscript that Dr. McKenzie's wife sent me in the 30s to try to get published, and we couldn't get it published because everybody broke. And he has a chapter in there about that very same thing. That's 50 years ago, about the golf professionals in England are not good architects, and they shouldn't be allowed to, or they shouldn't do the golf courses. I don't think that is totally true. I think if the man has some talent, he's a professional, he has talent. And if he builds a good course, that's recommendation enough that he should continue to do more courses. But it's like anything. Just because a man builds a golf course, and it isn't a good golf course, there's no reason why he should build more unless he's doing it because somebody doesn't have money or it's for another reason.
Obviously, Robert Trent Jones has strong opinions. In the final segment of this 3-part series, Mr. Jones will talk about his Michigan connections and specifically the design of the Treetops course at the Sylvan Resort in Gaylord, Michigan. Be sure to tune in. Thanks for watching The Michigan Golfer.